tell he's getting a little stronger, but we're just rotating him right now. We're trying to play a lot of young guys. That's what these weeks are all about.
Is Perry not throwing because he's sore, or just giving?
He's just sore. He's just sore. Got a little sore. He'll be fine. Get a couple of days off here over the weekend. He'll be ready to go on Monday.
Were you happy with the way he played against Vanderbilt?
He did. He played good. He played pretty good. You know, it was his best one of the year. Threw the ball to the right guy. A couple mistakes, obviously. Could have thrown the ball out of bounds on the interception. Wasn't the best play, but he also got hit as he threw on that one. But all in all, I mean, he threw the ball well, and got into a couple good checks, and played, graded out high, and that's what we need here going forward. That's for sure.
How concerning are the red zone issues, and what do you have to do to try to get those?
Well, start with catching the ball. If we catch the ball in the red zone, we wouldn't be having problems. We got some, and throw the ball to the guys. Perry overthrew Jarrell and threw it in the bushes one time, and the very first drive, Farrow was going to that, and he threw it low, and it got tipped by the back. So we got to execute better. We had chances and opportunities, and we've got to make the best of those. We can't afford to overthrow people when they're open and drop the ball when it hits our hands.
Do you worry that it starts becoming maybe a little of a mental issue when it keeps happening over and over?
No, you just keep playing. We're young guys and playing a lot of young guys, and they just, they're getting used to getting in those positions, and they just got to keep. We're going to keep throwing it at them and keep doing it. They were playing man coverage down there, and you got to give them a chance. They stuff them to run, putting extra guys in the box, and playing man to man, and we got to give those guys opportunities, and we're going to continue to do that.
The offense and the play calling, how did that work on Saturday? Were you able to get into a rhythm as a play caller?
Yeah, I thought our tempo helped us. We ran the ball better and got loose and had some good runs and ran in 100 yards. And, David had his best game of the year and got into some more two-back stuff too. But I thought going faster and getting some up tempo, helped us. And I think these guys enjoy that, and that's the way we've been practicing it. And we'll continue to use that to our advantage.
Were you the guy on Saturday? Were you calling all the plays, or was okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was another group system type deal or. Okay.
Coach Elliott said this is a big recruiting week for you guys. What's your message when you're going out on the road?
Same message we got. South Carolina's a great place. It's got a lot to offer. We got great facilities. We got the facilities just like everybody else has got. And you're going to go out and do the same things we've done. And we're going to go out full board this week and this weekend and go see some guys. And we got a bunch of guys that are ready to go, and some guys we're going to get in here going forward here in these next home games when we finally have a home game. Seems like a long time since we've been around here, besides last week, and then you look going forward, and we're not going to be back, here at home for a while. So, to give us a chance to get out, and we'll be scattered all over the place this weekend.
Are there any new challenges with it being an interim head coach now?
Oh, no, you just, we've been doing this a long time. Coaches, you just, kids and coaches, when you're in this, the way the days go and everything, you wake up and you go do your job. And there's challenges to it all the time. But, last week was the biggest. It was just, getting through last week with it kind of coming at the timing it came and getting the W. That's what it was all about. Coach Elliott talked all week about just, beat Vandy, beat Vandy, beat Vandy. That was the message. And kids are resilient. Coaches are resilient. We're all resilient. We've been doing this, and we know the drill. And you get up and you keep fighting, and you keep coaching, and you keep motivating, and you hope that you get a good result on Saturday. So it was a big win for us, and now this week's about getting better.
Harry, still your starting quarterback going into Texas A&M? Is it too early? Do you know that yet? Or?
Yeah, no, he should be fine. He should be fine. We'll worry about it on Monday when he gets back. But I think these guys get a weekend off. Hopefully they're all going to be back, kind of ready to go on Monday.
Saw some two-back against Vanderbilt. Coach Elliott talked on the radio show last night about three-back, about triple option. Are y'all dusting off everything you got in the toy box just to kind of look at it right now, or?
Well, that's open weeks are for. Looking at some things and trying to also looking at some personnel that hasn't played a whole bunch that maybe can get involved in some of that stuff. And so we've practiced it the last couple of days. We'll get one more good day in the morning and kind of see what we can do. But it's still about, keeping it simple for these guys and not adding. We got to coach, and we've been really good at coaching the details this week of the stuff and not adding as we put in these younger guys that hadn't played much. And you continue to add, now all you do is confuse them. So we'll be get a good 2 hour in the morning and then get a little break.
Having Brandon healthy, does that obviously help for the red zone a little bit in addition to everywhere?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Helps a lot. I think it helps Dave too. You know, having competition in there is good, and I think having him back help Dave. And so those two guys played well Saturday, and we're gonna need them, you know, going forward.
Was Sean, is he on the outside looking in right now, or was there a reason?
No. You know, you know, that was the first kind of game we've done a whole lot of two back, and those guys were rolling, and we're getting some tempo going and all that. So substitutions, you don't substitute as much, but no, there's a role for Sean, and you know, he'll get his opportunities.
With the red zone stuff, is it at least a positive that all that stuff seems very correctable?
Sure it is. Sure it is. Yeah. I mean, you got to execute. Down in the red zone, you got to execute, and that's kind of the home of playmakers. You know, once you get down in there, playmakers are the ones that show up in that area, and we've got to make plays. We've got to make plays. We've got to finish plays when they're given to us, and we haven't done a good enough job, and we're going to continue to coach that up best we can.
Sean Elliott has mentioned a couple of times that there were going to be several changes in every perspective, including recruiting. From your perspective, are there any changes from how y'all approach recruiting in the last few weeks of the season?
Yeah, well, we've met about it a bunch, you know, and talk about it, and we have a good plan with this week. You know, a bunch of us were out on Monday, and moving around, but we'll you know, this week's all about getting on the road, seeing guys, and then we'll get back and start kind of getting in a routine next week with that. But yeah, we'll be getting after recruiting. That's not going to change.
Has anything changed with your responsibilities there?
No, just recruiting my guys, man. You know, yeah.